Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dozzers Football Stand. This is the Watford versus Manchester United preview. Just to let you know, this is not a live stream. This is an upload video. And as I say, United are against Inform Watford, who are currently sitting pretty comfortably third place in the league, and they are joint top with Chelsea and Liverpool. They are miles higher than United, who are currently sitting in 10th place after a pretty even and poor start to the season. 6 points out of 12 for United so far this season is not title contender. It's not the type of points that you would expect for title contenders, actually. As I say, Javi Garcia, the manager for Watford, could actually name the same squad that beat Spurs 2-1 the other week before the international break. United are without Luke Shaw, which we don't know exactly what the actual thing's going to happen to him, whether he's going to even be back for the Young Boys game, which we hope so. But I think, as I say, he suffered a head injury and he'll be out for a bit. But we are joined by a guest who comes from, I'd say, the edge of London. He comes from Cambridge. He's a well-known guy on the channel. It's, ladies and gentlemen, it's no other than Mr. Red Devil Weekly.
Hello everyone, thanks for having me back down on the channel.
As
I'm
always.
excited to talk about the game.
So, as I say, you're live. Well, you're not live. Yeah, it's a 17:30 game tomorrow. It's a watch-along, I believe. It'll be on BT Sports. What are your thoughts on our start of the season?
Well, yeah, I think you summed it up right. I think it's been quite poor. There's been some flashes of good things, but overall the results haven't been there. At the start of the season, I think a lot of us would have expected, at least 3 or 4 wins out of 4. But losing 3-0 to Spurs, 3-2 to Brighton just isn't really acceptable. And obviously a lot of United fans have the start has meant that a lot of United fans are quite cautious going into games, and especially into this Watford game. And I don't think there's much confidence, even after the 2-0 win against Burnley, which really should have been even more. But yeah, I think our start of the season has been underwhelming, and if we are going to win the title, we have to win the sort of games that we unfortunately we haven't won. The games like away to Brighton. You need to win those games, and also you need to make your home ground a fortress, and we didn't do that against Spurs. But yeah, our start of the season has been indifferent, but I think it has overall been quite poor. But hopefully after the international break, we can make it a clean slate, put a line under it, and almost start the season again.
Would you say it's mainly down to Jose Mourinho? Now, in my opinion, a lot of people would blame Jose Mourinho for the fact that we're not getting results and stuff. And he said in one of the press conferences, I can't remember which one it was, but he said he takes responsibility for his actions and his tactics. He also takes responsibility for what lineup he sets out. Now, for me, I can understand, and when he says he's going to take responsibility, that shows he's actually a sign of a good manager. But I think the playing style that a lot of the players that he's playing are under the wrong playing style. And I know players like Paul Pogba wants to leave because Barcelona have a better playing style than us and stuff. Do you think it's all down to the playing style?
Well, I do think that potentially the playing style does have a hindrance for us. I think we do look a lot better when we are playing attacking football and not inviting pressure onto us. So I think, yeah, you can definitely argue that the style of play is hindering us. And I think in some games, I do think though in some games that the kind of more defensive, more conservative style of play, it can be effective, especially when you're playing in games where you're going to find it difficult to win the game. And I think playing a more defensive, more conservative style of play can be good, but it's just about knowing when to use that style of play. And last season, of course, we seemed to use it for every single game, and also against Brighton as well. And the second half against Spurs, we invited pressure on ourselves. We didn't take our chances, and we got the results that we deserved in the end. And I do think that that Jose Mourinho, whilst he does get a lot of the blame. I do think actually that I do kind of feel sorry for him, because in some cases I think the players have to take responsibility for some of their performances. We look at the likes of Paul Pogba. A lot of incident and things like that around him right now. And the fact of the matter is, he's not really playing that well at the moment. And so, he needs to look at his own performance, and I don't think his performance is Jose Mourinho's fault for me. So I do think that with the example of Pogba, but there's other players who you could definitely argue as well, they need to step their games up. And I don't think it's fair to blame everything on Jose Mourinho. I do think some of the players need to take responsibility for their own performances.
Well, I agree. I mean, as you said, I think it's really 50-50, be honest with you, because I think 50% of the time it's down to the manager's decisions making, and half the time it's mainly down to the players who actually want to play and represent the club and the manager. Marcus Rashford is suspended for the game, which I think everyone knows that, and we saw him playing, in the international break, got 2 goals in 2 games for England, which, I mean, they weren't the best goals, but a goal's a goal at the end of the day. And I think, do you think we'll struggle without him?
No, I don't think we'll really. I don't think we'll struggle without him. I think we've got enough to win the game without Rashford. And also, obviously, Marcus Rashford was kind of the player who would always come on around 60, 70 minutes. But now Rashford's suspended. Anthony Martial will be able to kind of be that substitute, and I think we will see Martial come on against Watford, because for me, I don't think Martial's going to start, but I think we will see Martial come on against Watford, and it gives Martial an opportunity, and he needs to take this opportunity if he wants to, have a consistent place in this first 11, because at the moment, when he does get opportunities from Mourinho, he's not taking them. We saw him against Brighton; he didn't really take the opportunity, and whether you think that's down to Jose Mourinho or not, I do think he needs to be doing better. So, ultimately, I think without Marcus Rashford, I don't think we'll struggle too much, but he can definitely offer something which some other players can't.
Well, yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I can see Martial leaving by January, because he doesn't get on with Jose Mourinho, and I think what you need at a big club of Manchester United's calibre is you need a manager that can have good relationship with all the players, not just one, like Paul Pogba. Because I mean, he has an okay bitty relationship with Paul Pogba, but his agent absolutely hates him, which I don't think it shouldn't be down to the agents on what the players want to do, because he wants Pogba to leave, and I don't think it's the agents. Agents don't have right on what Paul Pogba can do or not. Jose Mourinho has said here, manager Jose Mourinho, speaking about Marcus Rashford, who was suspended. He says, I think I can expect that I'm going to be highly criticised for not playing him, because some of the boys, aka pundits, are really obsessed with me, and some of them, they have, I think, a problem with some compulsive lies. The ones that wake up in the morning and the first thing that comes into their mind is Jose Mourinho, Man United. I feel sorry for them, because there are much more interesting things to wake up and to be happy in the morning about than to speak immediately about us in football. Like I say, with the press doesn't do any good. The press just puts us under more pressure and just really, in my opinion, I think a lot of the times the press deserve a good kick in the arse, because they're absolute pains most of the time. Do you think like with the start United have had, do you think it's mainly affected on not just Jose or the players, but do you think it's partially affected by the way that the press going on about us?
I mean, yeah, definitely potentially. I do think the press, you could argue, do put a lot of pressure on, playing a certain way. When we play a different way, they seem to, really get on our back. And then also the fact they really praise the likes of Liverpool, Man City, and Spurs for the way they play and fast attacking football. And with the likes of Liverpool and Spurs haven't won anything in the last, kind of 10 years. So, and even us playing, the kind of what they would call boring football, which, obviously on the eye is not exactly great, but it's effective, and I'd much rather play a football which is effective then pretty on the eye, but in the end of the day, you don't actually win much. But yeah, I do think the media do put a bit of pressure. But I think Jose Mourinho knows himself that he shouldn't really sort of fall in on that pressure. And I don't think he does fall in on the pressure. I think he likes people kind of criticising him, because it means that people are taking no, and people, I think he likes people downing him, and so that's why I think he's in quite a comfortable position. I think if everyone was being really nice to Mourinho, saying how well he was doing, I don't think he would really be feeling comfortable. So, I feel like, yes, I do think the press put a bit of pressure on United to play better football, and when we don't play good football, when we don't play attacking football, they write loads of articles and they say we're the enemy of football, which is a famous quote. But I do think Jose Mourinho is very good at dealing with that sort of pressure, and almost likes it as well.
Definitely, you took the words out of my mouth there. Like I say, the final thing we're going to do for this video, being an 11-minute video, is predictions. In my opinion, now, we're against an Inform Watford team. This is not going to be easy, because the Hornets ground, Vicarage Road, has in the past been one of Manchester United's other, should I say, smaller bogie grounds. Now, I think if I was going to be positive, which I am going to be positive and say that United are going to win, I really think it's going to be a tight, tense game. If United are going to win, it's not going to be a comprehensive win. I've only gone for 1-goal win. I've gone for United 3, Watford 2, because I think it's going to be tight. We are going to concede at least 1 or 2 goals. I can tell you that for the start, because Luke Shaw isn't playing. Ashley Young, he's pretty much next to nothing as a defender. In my opinion, I don't think he's very good. But like I said, I think it's only going to be a 1-0 win, 1-goal win if we even get it. So I've gone for 3-2 United. As I said, I'm being positive by saying a 3-2 win, because with the way we start the season, I can't see us going about our business much. But what's your score prediction, mate?
Well, for the Watford game, I totally agree. It's going to be really, really difficult. Vicarage Road's been a really, really difficult place for us to go, and it will be a very difficult place for any team to go. We saw that with Spurs, them losing 2-1. I'm hopeful. I'm going to go with a 2-1 victory to Man United. I think the way the players are kind of starting to get the siege mentality. Yes, Watford have started really, really well, but I think potentially after the international break, they might not be as... I don't think they really wanted that international break to come, because they're in such good form, they're in such a good mojo. So I think they would have liked if they could just continue on playing, but maybe this 2-week break might just kind of unnerve them a bit. Hopefully we can come back from the international break really strong, and I'm hoping we can get some good performances from the likes of Paul Pogba, who's really being doubted at the moment, so hopefully he can come out and prove that that was wrong. So yeah, I'm going with a 2-1 win to Manchester United, but I totally agree it's going to be so close.
Yeah, I agree. As you said, as we both said, one of the biggest bogie grounds that we're known for losing at Vicarage Road, and like I said, the international break a lot of the times can affect teams' fitness and stuff, and a lot of the time with Watford, they are currently, they could possibly become title contenders. I actually think they could win the Premier League, but I'd say, well, I'm saying they could win it, but very unlikely with some of the other teams. But I think a lot of the United fans are saying that the title's over already. But like I said, we're only 4 games into the season, but it isn't a positive start. But as I say, listen, Kieran, thank you very much for coming on to the show and making your points on the game. I'll probably call into his stream a bit later on, and I will add you onto the prediction shout out list when I get the chance. So thank you very much for coming on, mate, and thank you all very much for watching today's preview. Thank you very much, Kieran.
Thank you very much for having me, Dale.
And thank you all for watching. Thanks for watching. From all, we'll see you on Daz's Football Stand. Have a great night. Bye-bye.